Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, where I'm very happy to have Nikki Letcher here from the Paint Mixer. Hello.
Thank you. Good morning.
It's
How are you? Nice to see you again. Thank you.
It's nice to see you. You know, I was just teasing you because you said you're not a painter. I said, what are you talking about? You're not a painter. But you know what? Everybody is. That's the thing about Paint Mixer.
I'm living proof you do not have to be an artist or have any talent. My background's middle school teaching and being a lawyer, so I'm very far from being an artist.
I don't think you're very far. I think you're a lot closer than you realize, and I think we are all a lot closer than we realize, especially with your newest addition to the Paint Mixer, and that's the Paint by Numbers.
This has been so exciting for us. You know, we love to focus on what we think we do well, and that's sticking to painting. And when my dog Max passed away, middle of the summer, this is Max, I really personally wanted to paint something myself. And I attempted trying to do it, and it wasn't very good. And I stumbled across this company that does taking basically the traditional paint by numbers, which we all know from growing up with that type of artwork. Yeah,
they were in books when we were a kid,
and taking it to a new level where literally you can take a pet portrait, you can take family members. I took my kids from my daughter's graduation 2 years ago. And you upload the photo, and within 2 weeks we have an event at the studio, and that gives you a chance to be with our artists who lead you through the process. But typically you upload the photo, you can select your custom color palette. It's all monochromatic, so you either select black or red or green or blue. And you have 5 numbers. You are guided step by step through. On this, you'll see there are actually 1 through 5 numbers all the way, and it just guides you through, and it's incredible to see.
So we can get a close-up here.
That by the end of the 3-hour session, you have painted a portrait.
Wow. It's just terrific. I love the look of these when they're finished. It's I don't know what to call it. It's not an abstract. I mean, it's very much you know, you can obviously see what it is, but with that monochromatic feel to it, it's just a lovely version of the picture.
What's fun is too, we've had a lot of men come in and they have selected to paint their beautiful car or instrument. So we've had people pick non-dogs, non-people, and they've come out really beautifully as well.
Wow. It is tremendous stuff. I'll hand you that.
Thank you.
Back. It's so much fun, and so this is, you know, like you said, a great opportunity for people to come together and do this, especially if they're both in the picture.
Well, what's
Order
fun,
2 of them, you can both come and do them together.
Especially with holidays and family being in town, and a lot of people thinking, well, what can I give that someone special? It's really nice to be able to give them a gift, but come and enjoy it together, so you can purchase gift certificates for the event. Yeah. We do have 3 events scheduled for the next 2 months of Paint by Numbers, which is great.
Oh, wow.
And even for that someone who you don't know that well, maybe a kid's teacher, it's really fun to give them something like this and let them come in and enjoy themselves with their family.
You know, Chelsea in the earlier hours talking about really, you know, what are some of the most valued gifts, and it came very quickly in the conversation to experiences are some of the very, very best gifts you can give.
Well, I like to say it's the gift from the heart, and if you spell out heart, you've got H-E-A-R-T, art. So there you go.
I like that a lot. Well, we've got some other things here that certainly look fun, especially for the holidays. This is really nice. So we're painting some of these, some of the bottles, and you guys go through a few bottles.
We go through some bottles, but what's great, we've added something called Open Studios to our calendar for those people who really want to be creative, do their own thing. They can come in and paint any of our 250 paintings. We give them step-by-step instruction, and a lot of people are taking advantage of our holiday bottles. And these are beautiful. You can actually stick twigs in them, put lights inside them, little lights without being plugged into the wall, and candles, of course.
Oh, I like that a lot.
So those are fun as well.
Excellent. And I got to say, honestly, this is the thing I want to come to first. I'm pretty stoked about this. A deck.
You know what?
This is very appealing to kids and adult kids like me.
It is. So many people have come to us and said, well, can you do snowboards as well? You know, feel free to bring in a blank snowboard and we'll help you work on it.
I like it.
But we are having the kids' 3-day workshop. And in that, they will start with a blank deck, and they basically an introduction to their own graphic design. And in 3 days, they've created a board which they can actually add the wheels and have a real skateboard and go off and be ready.
Wow, I love it. It's got to be hugely popular, isn't it?
it's been fun, and what's great is literally kids 8 and up, all the ways to adults can do it, but we do have a special 3-day kids workshop. And as you know, everything is online on our website at thepaintmixer.com, and you can go on there, look what events we have, and register online.
You know, one of the things that's been really impressive to me when I've been talking to you, and I got to just give you kudos for really knowing how to grow out a business. Impressive what you guys have done. We've known you now for what, 3 years? I think you've been coming on the show. And in that 3 years, you went from a little studio here in Park City, expanded down to Salt Lake, have corporations from all over the state calling you guys to the point where you can, I mean, really, you've got something every night. Amazing love for what you're doing. It's just,
well, thank you.
And not only that, but you know what is a real measure of how well your business is doing? When lots of people start copying it. And you even have that.
I guess copy is a form of flattery, but coming from you, I thank you for that
it's
acknowledgement.
Impressive.
That's great. We do love reaching out to these corporations. Typically, a lot of the time, there are a lot of men, and that's the men who walk in kind of
stir a little
like
stuff.
this.
Yeah, well,
and within 10 minutes, they're the first one. Look what I can do, look what I can do. So it's really fun. And with this paint by numbers already from the first event 2 weeks ago, we've had numerous calls to do group events, private parties, corporate events, birthday parties. So this is another concept that can be taken into the corporate world as well.
Wow.
And and then as you can see behind us, we
lots
have
of choices.
Some of our holiday pictures, and our last workshop for kids during the winter this year for 3 days are these 3 paintings over here.
Okay.
So 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
So kids can come in for 3 days and kind of capture the holiday season.
It's a great gift for mom. That's what I'm saying.
Gift for all.
Yep, indeed. So. Nikki, thanks so very much for being here today. This is awesome stuff. Tell us again the website where people can go to get all the information they need and to set their own painting experience up.
Thank you. So the website is obviously www.thepaintmixer.com, and go to our calendar. And we do have 2 locations, one in Sugar House and one in Park City, and events off-site as well.
All right.
So thank you so much for having me on, and happy holidays.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you want to book something for your holiday with the Paint Mixer, they can come right to you. They'll bring all the paints and all the gear, everything you need to make it a special event for your corporation. We'll be back with more right here on the Mountain Morning Show after the break.